Hi, I'm Grace from Virtual Fitness TV. Walking 1,000 or more steps a day is good for many things. This video is designed to have a natural virtual walk in the world's most beautiful locations. You can simply just walk in front of the TV, move the couch if you have to, and simply follow the step counter to reach the 1,000 steps. This video is also a perfect warm-up for an indoor bicycle. Now let's go. Welcome to the wonderful landscape of Tuscany, a region in central Italy in Europe. Get ready for breathtaking romantic landscapes. Tuscany is an area of about 23,000 square kilometers, or 8,900 square miles. The area has a population of about 3,8 million inhabitants. Enjoy this relaxing tour through the amazing Italian landscape and see impressive aerial images as you have never seen before. Tuscany is the west-central region of Italy, north of Rome and south of Milan. The region touches on the Mediterranean on the west and the Apennine Mountains on the east. Tuscany is famous for its unique Italian cypress. The trees are well known for its unique structure and can reach an height of 35 meters. The trees can even reach an age of 1,000 years. The trees are famous for its impressive growth, as they can grow about 4 to 6 meters in 10 years. Tuscany is famous for its incredible landscape. 7 Tuscan localities have been designated World Heritage Sites, such as the historic center of Florence. These are more UNESCO World Heritage Sites than South Africa and Australia. Be left in awe of the breathtaking landscape which you can see here. Florence is also the regional capital of Tuscany. Do you know that 66% of Tuscany is made of hills? When you think of Tuscany, you think of rolling hills, vineyards, and cypress trees, but there is more. Tuscany was where the Italian language was born. The official Italian language spoken today is based on the Tuscan dialect that dates back to the Renaissance period. Did you know that some very famous people were born or lived in Tuscany? The astronomer Galileo Galilei was born in Pisa in 1564, and the artists Michelangelo and also Leonardo da Vinci were born or lived here. An interesting fact is that Pinocchio was originally from Tuscany, as the writer Carlo Collodi was inspired by his childhood in Tuscany. He wrote The Adventures of Pinocchio in 1883. Here you can see Montereggioni, a commune in the province of Siena. It is surrounded by a wall with a total length of 570 meters. This is San Gimignano, a medieval town which also lies in the province of Siena. You can enjoy beautiful Romanesque and Gothic architecture here. The world-famous town San Gimignano is also called the Manhattan of the Middle Ages. It got its name because of the impressive skyline and the city walls. Out of the 72 towers, which used to exist in the 14th century, there are only 15 left nowadays. Still, the image of the town did not change. There still live 7,000 people now, and it is a UNESCO World Heritage. The famous Leaning Tower of Pisa also is in Tuscany. But this Leaning Tower is not the only one in the region. There are also two other buildings, the Church San Nicola and San Michele degli Scalzi. The tilting there is 5%. The reason for the leaning of the Leaning Tower of Pisa is an unstable ground. Even in the construction progress, it was clear that the tower began to lean. The completion of the construction made it even worse. However, from 1993 until 2001 the structure was stabilized, which reduced the lean to nearly 4 degrees. Tuscany is one of the reasons that the pavement became famous in Europe, as the Tuscans started to pave their roads in 1339, so that the cities became more accessible. Tuscany is also said to be the birthplace of Western musical tradition. Some poets and musicians, which are called the Florentine Camerata, created songs with combining Greek myths and music. Many people say that this is the origin of the opera. If you want to attend a cycling event in Tuscany, then the Elliptical is perfect for you. It is a non-competitive cycling event in the province of Siena. It takes place in the first Sunday of October, and is held yearly since 1997. The theme of the cycling event is vintage cycling, which means that most cyclists ride older bikes and wear vintage clothing for the event. Most of the routes for this cycling event are unpaved roads, making the tour even more special. There are also many historic castles in Tuscany. Many of the castles were built in the 12th century, or even before. Take a look at the picturesque landscape with the wonderful sunny weather, with clear blue skies and fluffy clouds. This looks like a dream. In the north of the region, the tops of the Apuan Alps glitter under the Tuscan sunday. At first glance it looks like snow, but it isn't. It's white marble. This marble is called the famous Carrara Marble, which is typical for Tuscany. It is a white or blue-gray marble, which is mostly used in sculptures. The history of this famous marble reaches back until the time of ancient Rome. The marble was used in many famous buildings and sculptures all over the world, such as the Marble Arch in London, in the Harvard Medical School buildings in Boston, Massachusetts, or in the Oslo Opera House in Norway. Have you ever drunk the famous Chianti wine? The Tuscany is home of the Chianti district, where the well-known red wine comes from. The history of this famous wine reaches back to the 13th century. If you love meat, then Tuscany is also great for you. Here you can find delicious meat, for example the Chianina beef, which used for the Florentine steak. Another dish, which is also typical for Tuscany, is Tuscan bread. What is so special about this bread pane Toscano is that no salt is used for it. It is also used in combination with many vegetable soups, or it is a perfect match for the cured mead, which was mentioned before. What is so special about this bread is that it can last for days, which makes it important for daily cooking. The history of this wonderful place is also very interesting. The Etruscans, ancient people who lived hundreds of years before Christ, lived in Italy long before the Romans. Most of the Etruscans lived in what today is called Tuscany. Nowadays you can still find some wonderful artworks and historical ruins. Do you know that Tuscany has a desert? The Icona Desert is a real desert in the heart of Tuscany. There are temperatures that reach 47 degrees Celsius. The desert is made of sand with dome-shaped formations. Its countryside makes Tuscany famous all over the world with countless postcards. But there are also the Apennines where people go skiing in winter, and for summer there is a scenic Orbitello Lagoon in the south. Did you know that in Tuscany there is the third biggest church in the world? The Cathedral Santa Maria del Fiore is the biggest church in Florence. Only the St. Peter's Basilica in Rome and the St. Paul's Cathedral in London are bigger than the famous cathedral in Florence, which is also known as the Cathedral of St. Mary of the Flower. The Tuscany is also shown in many movies, such as The Twilight Saga, Casino Royale, or Gladiator. Here you can see the Ponte della Maddalena, also known as the Devil's Bridge. The name Devil's Bridge is well known because of a legend, which says that the builder of the bridge couldn't finish the building of the bridge in time. Then a devil made him an offer that he will finish the bridge in one night if the first person to cross the bridge will give its soul. The builder of the bridge took this offer, but sent a pig as the first to cross the bridge. This made the devil very angry, and he was never seen again after that. It is said that the devil jumped into the river Serchio underneath it. This is the reason why many people come to the bridge every year on Halloween. As you already have seen and heard, Tuscany has many mountains and hills. The highest mountain in the region is the Monte Prado. It has an height of 2,054 meters. The mountain is between Lucca and the province of Reggio Emilia. Enjoy this awesome sunset, which dips the landscape in a magical warm color. Perfect for a romantic walk or ride.